Alright, welcome back. And to start off, just a few things that should hopefully protect me. And yeah, I'm reusing the same picture. And the reason I do these little drawings like this, for the sake of, well, with this being YouTube, being an American company, fair use, and then me being an Australian citizen, being in Australia, and then using bits of Australian media, fair dealing, what we call it here. In the interest of all that, my little TV is so I have changed it at least a decent amount. And yeah, I do like drawing. And for the sake of this particular video here, this topic here, I chose my little TV drawing because I wanted to remind people and stress that this just came into the cycle of my usual media consumption, with things being fairly high profile, with the current situation we're in the world, and being subscribed to ABC's YouTube channel. The main point I'm trying to make is I didn't go looking for this. I didn't come up with the idea for this video then make it. No, I found these clips and thought, that's interesting. So what I'm trying to say is I'm not trying to paint anybody to look like anything. I'm using different media sources and what they've reported to the Australian people. And I didn't go looking for these different stories. That's the main point I'm trying to get at here. And I'll give you more comments after you watch them. Alright, there's 3 clips from 9, 10 and ABC, and they're all of arrests in different states all over Australia.
Tension video has emerged of the forceful arrest of an Indigenous boy in Surrey Hills. Footage shows the 17-year-old being slammed onto a footpath, but one of our top police officers is urging people not to take the incident out of context.
Now, more than ever, this could be viewed as a very bad look.
What the f***? Slammed him on the face. You just slammed him on his face.
Pinned to the ground by 2 officers, the 17-year-old is handcuffed.
He's in pain.
It was 5 p.m. yesterday and police were patrolling Ward Park in Surrey Hills. The video begins with the officer being accused of swearing.
You're police, you shouldn't be swearing at all.
It's in America.
I didn't say that at all, mate.
Yes, you
You
did.
need to open up your ears.
What? I heard you from over here. I don't need to open up my ears.
Back chat then becomes a threat.
No, you did not say that.
I'll crack your door, bro.
That flicked the switch and the boy with the camera knows it. The officer's takedown put the teenager in hospital. He was treated for a chipped tooth, abrasions and bruising.
In the climate and what we're seeing in America, to see this today on Sydney streets is quite shocking.
I've seen the footage.
And that left the police minister concerned enough to make this plea.
Let's not let that incident, regardless of who may or may not be at fault, turn this into something. What?
The reaction to the video by senior police has been swift. The officer involved has been placed on restricted duties. A professional standards investigation is now underway and the boy's family, along with Aboriginal elders, have been briefed. No police action has yet been taken against the teenager. In the meantime, the focus now is keeping a lid on any potential fallout.
Am I concerned about what I've seen in that footage? Absolutely I am concerned, but I'm equally concerned about others who may use this footage to inflame it and turn it into something that it's not.
Damien Ryan, 9 News.
Senior police admit there are concerns in the way an Aboriginal man was beaten up by police overnight after being stopped and searched for no clear reason. Embarrassingly for authorities, it was all caught on camera. Here's National Affairs editor Hugh Riminton.
8:15 last night. 28-year-old Aboriginal man Noel Henry is being arrested in northern Adelaide. With Mr Henry showing no signs of active resistance, suddenly 3 blows are struck against him. The police officer hitting him is one of 3 on top of Mr Henry. He appears to have something metallic in his hand. The woman who shot this vision says by this time Mr Henry had already been punched by police several times.
He was pepper sprayed. And I think unnecessary force was used to put him on the ground.
Police have confirmed they did use spray. Witnesses say it should never have happened to a man who was stopped, apparently, for riding a bike without a helmet.
I thought he was unconscious at one stage, and then again, they've just laid into him, you know.
Raids and arrests in 3 states. Federal police have a message for parents.
Please do not walk away from your television. Please do not turn the volume down. Please turn the volume up. We need you to listen. We need you to be vigilant.
The latest arrests yesterday, 2 men in Kendall, northern New South Wales.
Investigators have followed a trail of crumbs from offender to offender.
21-year-old Stephen Garrard and 26-year-old Timothy Doyle alleged to have abused boys aged between 4 and 7 years old.
We will allege in court that both men, aged at just 21 and 26, sexually abused at least 8 young children since 2018.
Police will allege they traded images of horrendous abuse with others in their secret network.
They made recordings of these alleged crimes to share with others and accessed other abhorrent content online.
Operation Arkstone began in February after a tip-off from the United States. So far, 7 alleged abusers have been arrested in New South Wales, 1 in Western Australia and 1 in Queensland. Between them, 40 charges have been laid over child abuse and exploitation.
Some of the most horrific cases of child sexual abuse against children in Australia.
Parents unaware.
At least 14 children have been removed from harmful situations.
It's understood the men met on the so-called dark web, part of the internet that's used by criminals for nefarious transactions. They allegedly began communicating and sharing child abuse images in encrypted messages.
There could be more, and we believe that there are.
Kendall, the scene of yesterday's arrests, is the same town where toddler William Tyrrell disappeared in 2014. The 2 men lived there at the time, but there's no indication they are suspects. The AFP has a warning to offenders.
We are coming. We are coming after you.
Even in the darkest corners of the web. George Roberts, ABC News.
I bet you didn't see that one coming, did you? Now, did you witness those arrests and how they were carried out? Did you take note of the crimes, or even supposed crimes, for the first 2 videos that the people were being arrested for? Do I really need to spell it out? I will, because this is an important issue and deserves fair criticism, and that is what I'm here to give. Now, as an exercise to compare these different occasions, I will say that as someone who is firmly against police brutality, that if I saw an officer do what happened in the first video to that 16-year-old boy, if I saw that happen to one of the people being arrested in the last video, I wouldn't be jumping to demand for discipline of that officer. You hear me? I really won't be overly upset if I saw the same thing that happened in the second video happen to one of the people from the third video. I would probably start to think that maybe the officer found a photo of their own child or something amongst their things. But that's not what we saw, was it? That is not what we saw. Now, yes, I have noted that there are different police forces involved here, and the final one was Australian Federal Police, I believe. So what does that mean? Should we swap out? Should we get the Australian Federal Police to be the ones patrolling the streets? And you can get the state police to be the one hunting down monsters? Is that what we need to do? Because like I said, I didn't go looking for these clips. I just stumbled upon them and thought, wow, after seeing all these arrests of other people by different police for, can't even call them crimes, versus how calmly and politely they put those disgusting men in the back of those cars. Not a scratch on them. And, you know, camera crew there ready and everything to film it, to be like, yeah, look, heroes saving the day, cleaning up the streets. But like I said, that one time where we'll probably all be like, not that mad with police brutality. That, they get escorted calmly to the vehicle. But if you're a, lippy 16-year-old kid, like, who wasn't, you're gonna get a leg sweep. Like, seriously, come on, what do you mean? I should just be able to show those 3 clips to anyone and be like, yeah, Australia needs to reform the police. Like, oh my fucking God. That's it. That's the video. That's all I had to say. Thank you very much. Thanks for coming. Goodbye.